Look, I would say too, for the audience out there, it's worth investigating. Look, none of us can tell you why any particular market is going to move. And that includes the S&P after its massive move since March of '09. However, it's worth contemplating why a particular strategy works. Why does buy and hold work? Why does trend following work? It's worth contemplating because not all buy and hold strategies work. For example, the Nikkei. So, you got to really think that things can happen and they can go wrong, if you're just betting on a market going up. And that's the cool thing about trend following is trend following adjusts.
I would agree wholeheartedly. Not only that, but it also isn't dependent on a given market. I would say once again, I think you've put it pretty well. And what I try to tell new investors and new prospects is we've done quite well over the past. This is why we anticipate that continuing. However, when you make an investment with us, you need to size your investment appropriately in case the future doesn't look like the past at all. There's some small chance maybe the future is completely different. I would say that that's the case with any investment. But, trend following, particularly because it's been so repeatable, it has as strong an argument, I think, out there that it will provide some form of positive return into whatever anticipated future.
Scot, where can people go to find out more about you and Covenant Capital Management? CovenantCap.com. I think we're Covenant Cap on Twitter as well. If you look up Covenant Capital, we try to write a lot of things that aren't self-promotional, but are hopefully useful for investors and all across the investing spectrum. We tend to post those on our blog, and we'll talk about, that they're coming out on Twitter. And I think that's probably the best way to learn a little more about how we think and why we do what we do and what the philosophical thought process is behind our firm and our methods.